Country Podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Doggone Country Podcast. My name is Tyler Barron. This is Mr. Justin Bryan over here to my left.
Hey, oh yeah.
We're going to be hosting this thing. We don't have any guests today, so it's just us.
Nope, just our lonely selves. We don't have no friends left.
I know. Hell, none of them come on here.
My God. It's June in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep, it's freaking CMA week.
CMAs.
Which is fun and awesome, but boy, what a headache if you got to park a car down there.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, CMA Fest starts what, Thursday?
Does it start Thursday?
Yeah, today's Monday. I think it's Thursday.
Yep. We're playing all through it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you playing Sunday? I'm not playing Sunday.
Dude, I literally play, like I said, today's Monday. I played Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Jeez.
I'm going to die.
You played Tuesday?
Yeah.
Where are you playing Tuesday?
I'm playing a private event
Oh, that's right.
tomorrow.
God, dude, that's
So,
a lot. It'd be fun though. I'm playing Wednesday through Saturday. I've got a double on Saturday though, because I was going to come to your show on Saturday, but I realized I couldn't because you got something cool that's going on at yours. I wanted to be there for, but
yeah.
I don't have to miss it. Damn it.
Technically, I'm playing 2 shows Friday. I'm playing Smash Farm Friday at 3 o'clock. I'm playing a writer's round.
Oh, nice.
For Vaden.
Oh, that's awesome.
Our buddy Vaden. We got to get his ass on here.
Yeah. Or so, he was supposed to be on here. He had something come up though.
Yeah. So I got 7 shows in 6 days.
Jeez, buddy.
I'm going to die. Yeah, we can say it. I'm playing Saturday. It's me and Riley Green playing.
You lucky fucker. Dude, Riley Green's awesome. Fellow in Alabama.
Did you say Riley Reed?
I didn't say Riley Reed. But you should definitely introduce him as Riley Reed. Like, all right, everybody, we got a special guest coming up here this afternoon.
You know how many people are going to listen to this podcast, laugh their ass off and die? Then the other half of them is going to be like,
oh, God.
Googling who's Riley Reed.
Me and Justin got really drunk on stage one night together. And
no.
We had a request for it was this group of guys, and they requested Riley Green. And we said, all right, we'll play you some Riley Reed for sure. And they just busted out laughing.
It was funny.
And those dudes have come back and seen us like 4 or 5 times probably. And it's funny because I don't play with you that much, but I feel like every time they've been in town, I've been with you. And they'll come in and you'll just hear somebody in the back of there going, Riley Reed! And you'll look, and it's those freaking idiots.
Every single Saturday they come to my show.
And they don't live here either, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do live here?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so if they come this Saturday, it's going to be epic. It is going to be epic. This has been a ongoing joke
for like probably 6-8 months now.
Probably longer than that, dude. It's probably been a year. Because I've been on that tequila gig every Saturday.
Yeah.
Every Saturday for a year and a half.
I mean, this is not us making fun of Riley Green. I freaking love Riley Green. Fellow Alabama native, I freaking love his songs. I forgot that I had a double Saturday. I was going to come downtown early so I could watch it. I seen him live in Tuscaloosa. He was awesome.
Oh, you are on a double?
I'm
so
on a
you
double.
Can't be there.
I can't. I got some shows through 65 South, which they did a lot with. I think they booked some of his shows like in Birmingham and stuff, like when he was getting started. Like, I mean, this is way back when they gave me a bunch of their merch and stuff and booked me at a show in Zydeco because I met them at his show and they had a merch booth at it, and I got talking to the guy there and I was like, yeah, I play, and I showed him my stuff, and
Sweet.
That was cool though.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know a whole lot of Riley's stuff. I mean, I know his hits, but I've never.
He's got some great songs, man. He really
I know
does.
Trent showed me a song one time, Numbers on the Cars, I think is what it's called.
Dude, yeah.
That's a banger.
Yeah, he just come out with another one. I think it's but I think the title of it's Jesus Saves, but it's talking about a homeless guy, and he's like telling his backstory, and he's like, I just write down Jesus Saves because you can't put that on a sign. It's a killer song, man.
That's a good
that dude's he's got some good ones, man.
He got some damn guns on him too, boy.
Mm-hmm. He's a hunting, fishing fool.
He needs
which is awesome.
He needs to eat more and work out less, I think, just to make the rest of us feel a little bit better about ourselves.
He's only like, hey man, he's probably what? He's huge. He's tall as hell too.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, he was standing beside Dirks Bentley and made him look like Kevin Hart.
Well, Dirk's my size.
Is Dirks really? I
Yeah.
thought Dirks was tall for some reason.
No, he's not. I played with him at Tootsie's a long time ago.
Well, hell, he fooled me. I thought he was like 6 foot or something.
No, him and Sheryl Crow came on stage. I think I've told that story on the podcast.
I've never heard that one.
No?
Where you
Yeah.
at? Where you at Tootsie's?
Back room?
No.
Back room?
At the bar we cannot name.
Yeah.
You have to bleep that part out, Steven.
At the purple shithole.
We don't say the T word on this podcast.
Yeah, I was playing with Mark Sellers and Tyler, or not Tyler Barron. That's you.
Landon?
Trent Glisson.
Oh.
It was me and Trent and Mark, and it was carpool karaoke.
What?
Yeah.
And they just came in?
It was him, Dirks.
I remember when they were doing all that.
It was Dirks and Sheryl Crow come in. I'm like, where? You know how the back room is, and the stairs come down the left side.
They just pull up in the alley?
No, they come down the damn steps in the back. I don't know where they came from. I guess they snuck in behind us, and I think they went and played the rooftop, jumped up with the band up there,
Yeah.
and then they came down the other way. And, I mean, we kind of had a heads up about it. They told us that somebody was coming in,
Yeah.
you know, but they didn't tell us who, so we have no idea, you know.
I like how they always do that. They'll be like, all right, we got a surprise for you guys. It's like, man, just tell us. I want to know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, it's
Here.
like, it's my gig at the end of the day.
Like, what if I don't know any of their songs and I need to learn one?
Yeah,
You
right.
know?
Yeah. So, yeah, I look up, like, this next thing you know, dude, it was like January. I don't know. It was slow season.
Yeah.
Back when we actually had a slow season.
We had one.
And, I mean, there was nobody there. And all of a sudden, dude, it just fucking flooded with people. I mean, just
Awesome.
slam packed.
I love Dirks too, man.
And everybody started going nuts. And I look up on the back stairs, and Dirks is standing there like, with his guitar on, you know. He just had his guitar on unplugged, just walking down the
Just
steps.
butt naked, nothing but a guitar on.
Yeah. And just walk down through the crowd, like,
He
and
just goes,
comes up and he goes, "Can we get up on stage with y'all?" And we're
Of
like,
course.
"Yeah, dude." So I moved.
Play the rest of our gig. Run the tip bucket for us.
Yeah. So I moved, and Dirk sat down in my seat, and Trent got up. He was on my left, and Trent got up, and Cheryl took his spot, and I went over and sat in Mark's seat because Mark was never on stage, you know.
No. Mark was out in the crowd getting people water or something.
And we got to play. I think we did. What did we do? We did Picture, and we did Jackson, and I think one more. And then they got up and left. But it was on Carpool Karaoke. Like, you can still look that up on YouTube, and you can see me and Trent and Mark on stage. It's on there. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
But yeah, he's a little dude. Dirks
Really?
is
For some reason, I thought he was tall.
Nah, Dirks is a little guy.
You know, he's got a signature Martin guitar.
No.
Like, not a lot of people get those. He's got a Dirks Bentley signature D28.
Damn.
The herringbone on it, like, you know, the little black and white checker around the edge of it.
Yeah.
It's I think it's like red, white, and blue instead of black and white.
Well, that's cool.
That's pretty sweet. But that's all he ever played was Martins.
Yeah.
And then I think he had one that was just beat to hell and back or whatever, and they got up with him and they made a.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
I feel like we all got one that was beat to hell at some point in time.
I do. It's still my favorite guitar.
That's one of them hanging up there. I don't know if they can see it on the video. That thing's been through hell and back.
That's the one everybody signs on the pod.
Yeah, now it just hangs there. Gets destroyed even more.
Dude, I've my D28's been in the shop a bunch. But that's the guitar. I got it when I was 14.
You've seen my Rose Creek.
Yeah.
That thing's
eat up with it, boy.
it's about got a hole in it. Big hole in it.
Yeah, you strum harder than I do.
I know. Well, you're a player though. Like
Yeah.
you can play lead and all the fancy shit on it. I play good enough to sing too. That's all I want to do, you know.
Play good enough, man.
So CMA week, man, this shit gets crazy. I tell everybody, they're like, "Should we come for CMA Fest?" I'm like, nah.
It's not. I don't know, man. I think if you've never been, or if you're coming and I don't know, it's really cool. But we've seen it. I mean, I've been here almost 10 years. You're about the same. I mean, we've seen it so many times. To us, it's just like I'm more worried about how I'm going to get to the garage to park than I am playing the shows.
Even
you know. But I also feel like we're such a sideshow CMA week, because there's so many cool art. And I say this all the time. I'm like, I don't blame people for not being in the bars listening to us. I'd be out there listening to Aldean and Thomas Rhett or whoever too.
So those of the, I'm sure a lot of you have eventually been to CMA, or at some point in time been to CMA Fest, but most of you probably haven't either. But there's little stages or smaller stages set up all over downtown, outside, like in every park, which there's what, 3 parks?
Yeah, they set some up on Broadway too, don't
There's
they?
one outside of Bridgestone, there's one on Broadway, there's one in each of the parks, then there's Riverfront.
Yep.
And then there's, because there's always the smaller stage on Broadway right down by Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah.
And then there's Riverfront, which you're sitting on the levee. The actual stage is floating on the river.
Really? I've never been down to see it. I've been here that long and I haven't went and seen it.
Yeah. And then there's Nissan. So like all your Jason Aldean, Carrie
They actually
Underwood.
play the stadium?
Yeah, they play the stadium.
Oh,
Dude,
awesome.
So the coolest CMA Fest that I was ever a part of was when I had my publishing deal. And our lady, one of our office lady, her name was Precious. And crazy old woman, man. Crazy ass old woman. She'd been here for years.
Forever.
Years. And she called me one day. She's like, Justin. She was always excited. Dude, like every time she called you, you'd think, holy shit, I just wrote a #1 hit or something.
And she just tells you, I had a turkey sandwich.
Yeah. Justin, what are you doing? I was like, sitting on the couch. Are you in town for CMA Fest? Yeah. We need fillers. We need fillers bad. Fillers? What the fuck is fillers? I was, 23, 24. This is like my second or third CMA Fest. We need fillers at Nissan Stadium. Bad. Saturday night, are you open? I said, yeah, I'm playing like 11 to 2 in the morning or something. Probably at Rippy's or some shit back then. And she's like, get like 4 or 5 friends. So I think it was me and Landon and maybe our roommate, Brandy. I don't know. I know we had a couple other people with us. And basically we had to go. So how do you describe this? So like where the seats start, where people buy tickets in the stadium.
Yeah, like
10 feet away from the stage.
Like the floor, like the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like there was a catwalk, or not a catwalk. There was a stage in the middle of the floor too.
Oh.
And then like 10 feet out away from that stage and 10 feet away from the main stage, there was a gate or like railings, and normal ticket buyers couldn't get past that railing. Well, to make it look good on camera, they had to have people fill in that space. So it was all industry people.
Yeah.
So that's what we got to do.
That's awesome.
So they were moving us around and depending on who was playing and where they were going in the stadium and where they needed fillers and blah, blah, blah. So first we were back by that center stage in the middle of in the middle of Nissan Stadium.
Yeah.
And Jake Owen came out, and he was performing in the middle in front of everybody, in the middle of everybody. And then they took us up and put us up in the front row right against the stage. So we're standing there, and I don't remember who all was playing the main stage when we were right there, but I remember we were literally standing against the stage for Carrie Underwood.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that was the only time I've ever seen her live, and it was really cool. I mean, literally, I was from me to you to Carrie.
That's awesome.
And that's just kind of no matter who it is. It could be an artist you absolutely
When you're
hated.
that close to it, it's awesome.
And it was awesome, So me and Landon, I'll never forget it. Me and Landon were side by side, like so focused on like watching the band and everything going on. And Carrie's like 4 feet from us, probably fangirling like crazy, I'm sure. And I look over and I was like, holy fuck. And I look at Landon, I'm like, dude, look to your left. And he's like, what? And he looks down, and there's Randy Travis sitting in a wheelchair,
What?
literally right beside Landon, right beside him.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we got to sit there in the front row with Randy Travis at CMA Fest.
That's awesome. See, that's the good part about CMA Fest.
But other than that, man, it's hot as shit.
Yeah, I think CMA Fest would be cool if you don't have to work. Like if you're not like trying to get, like with us, I mean, we don't have people drive. Like we're driving our own vehicles downtown, finding a place to park, getting to our gigs, like trying to walk through the crowd. We got to probably check through security. We're having to, which is good. I think it's a great thing. But we're having to check our guitars through like metal detectors and all that.
There's just so many people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all the roads are blocked because there's, stages everywhere and people just, everything's flooded with humans. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
So if that's your thing, you'd like it. If crowds are not your thing, you would absolutely hate it.
Yeah, if you don't like being close to people, I wouldn't recommend.
And you got to pay attention to who's playing what and where and
yeah. You got to have the schedule and be at that stage at that time.
It's so hectic. Like Friday, dude, I'm going to be screwed when I get out of that Riders round.
Where are you coming from?
Because I'm playing Live Oak in Midtown. So I'm playing Live Oak, and then I got to come all the way back across down Broadway somehow, or down to Mumbrian, I guess, to get back over across Broadway to the garage. I don't even know how I'm going to be able to do it. I don't.
That's going to take a while.
Yeah. It's probably going to take an hour to literally get from
what time's the round let out?
3 miles away. 4. I'm playing 3 to 4.
And then you play at 6?
Yeah.
You'll make it, but
he wanted me on later, but
it ain't gonna be fun.
I couldn't. Yeah.
It ain't gonna be fun, but you'll make it.
Yeah, it's gonna be hectic, man.
Where are you playing? What day is that?
Friday.
Are you at Wallens?
No. Luke's.
Okay.
Luke's, I think. Luke's Main.
The Morgan's just opened up.
Yeah.
Have you been in it?
Yeah, I stopped in yesterday. I was playing Luke's last night, and I got down there early and went into Wallens and checked that out. Really cool. Really,
everything I've seen looks awesome. I've been sick the last week. I hadn't been downtown. So I hadn't been.
Definitely think it's our best bar.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we play. I say our bar. We play for TC Restaurant Group, which owns Tequila Cowboy, which was the start of it. That's why it's TC Restaurant Group. But it's Tequila Cowboy, Jason Aldean's, Luke Bryan's, Miranda Lambert's, now Morgan Wallen's, and now it used to be FGL. It's now Laney Wilson's.
Yep.
So Laney's and Wallen's both open this week at the same time.
Yeah, we're at Laney's on Saturday. That's part of my double.
It's pretty cool. I mean,
I haven't been in there.
It's
Cameron played at Wallen's. He said it's legit.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
I bet.
Wallen's looks really good.
That's the only building that they built from the ground up. All the other buildings were already existing buildings that they made into, which that's how most of the buildings downtown are. Because I mean, they don't. You're not going to build new buildings, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
where Wallen's was a parking lot.
Yeah, that's like the only place I think I could imagine you being able to have new construction downtown was where they built that at.
Matter of fact, my first gig in Nashville
was in that parking lot.
I parked in that parking lot. I did.
Really?
I parked in that parking lot right there at the alley because I didn't know where to park. I didn't know anything.
I parked at the one on Broadway beside like Brew House and stuff.
Yeah, there was
I paid like friggin' $25 to park in there.
Oh, I'm sure I paid out the ass. Yeah. I don't really even remember.
I remember I called the guy that I was kind of working for at the time that was booking my gigs, and I was like, "Where the hell are y'all parking at?" I was like, "Man, I'm paying like $30 a day to park." And he's like, "You fucking idiot! Like, don't park down there." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Walk 3 miles.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Well, back then we parked at the library.
Yeah.
Which apparently has gotten sketchy as hell now.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
I haven't parked there in forever.
I haven't parked there since 2017. Yep.
Which TC's awesome. They get us vouchers to park really close, so.
Yeah.
We like working there.
Then I started parking at 333 and I got kicked out of there.
Is that the one where you... Yeah. I know why you got kicked out of there, too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Is that you or Chris? I know Chris used to do it all the time. Sometimes the...
I got to keep my mouth shut on that one. We didn't do anything bad. I mean, nah.
It's funny.
It wasn't bad.
No, it ain't bad. It's funny, though.
Chris did something bad one time. But Yeah.
He used to do it a lot.
I tailgated Jesse out. That's why I got booted.
That's not even bad.
No. So, probably shouldn't tell y'all this, but so, it was total bullshit because I had a monthly pass.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay each individual time anyways. I forgot about this. So basically I paid a certain amount of money per month to just where it goes in. You know, when I pull in, the gate opens, it reads my license plate. It knows it's my truck that pays a monthly subscription to park there. I pull in, pull out, ain't got to pay shit. Well, I mean, that time I don't.
Yeah.
So I had a monthly pass anyways. So basically, Jessie was in front of me pulling out of the garage in her car, and I was in my truck. And when she pulled up to the gate, it opened. And if you stay right on the car in front of you's ass,
get out.
It won't shut on your truck because it's got sensors. So you can just tailgate them out. Well, that's what I did because,
Yeah. Why not?
apparently they got pissed off about that. And next time I come in there, I come down to the garage and there's a boot on my truck.
What?
On my brand new wheels. On my brand new Chevy.
That was on
my blue Chevy.
Oh, I'd have been mad.
And I was pissed. I was fighting mad, dude. And I called the number, and about the time I call the number, the dude's right behind me. And he's like, "I'm right here, buddy." And I was like, "You better get this motherfucker off." And dude, he was scared. Like, I literally scared the shit out of that guy because he was about a foot shorter than me. Like, I made this dude look little, which I don't do that very often. And he knew, I was mad, dude. I was like, this is bullshit. I got a monthly pass. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, they got you on camera tailgate now. And I'm like, who cares? I pay for it.
I have a monthly pass.
What the fuck's it matter?
Yeah.
Still to this day, I tried to talk to everybody. And Tyler, one of our sound engineers, his mother-in-law was I don't think she was the manager because she tried to help, but she was working for that garage.
She couldn't even get you out of it.
No, dude, she hooked me up with literally the CEO of the company.
Dang it, boy.
And he's like, yeah, dude, you can't do that. And I'm like,
I have a monthly pass. I pay you every month. No matter how many times I park here, you're getting the same amount of money.
And I think me and Jesse both had monthly passes at that point in time.
What it probably did is it probably screwed the thing up. Like, it...
Fuck them.
It only reads, like, one license plate. So if you tailgate, it probably couldn't read Jesse's license plate. And then, like, it didn't catch yours.
That's true.
So then it says one of you guys are still parked in the garage when you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but still,
whatever.
That's stupid.
Whatever.
They should have just told you not to do it. Okay. So if you
Right.
come to Nashville, don't tailgate anybody out. They'll boot your car.
Or, fuck it, you don't live here.
Yeah, that's true. Just park in a different garage every day.
They'll send you a ticket in the mail.
Trust me, Premier Parking makes enough money in this city.
They'll send you a ticket. Because I know somebody from back home that did it.
They did. They sent me a ticket. They sent me a ticket a couple weeks ago. It was $100. So my Jeep had to go in the shop a while back. It was before I got my new truck. And it was in the shop and I got a rental. You know how long ago that was? This is probably legitimately 5 months ago.
Yeah.
I got a ticket in the mail last week for like $200. Like $250 because I parked 3 days in that rental car and they said that I didn't register the rental car in the garage, which I did because I put the license plate and everything in there. And they were trying to charge me all this, and finally I got on the phone and freaking talked to the guy, and he's like, I can get it down to like $100. I'm like, whatever. I was like, dude, I said, I've been parking here for 4 years. This is the best I can do, like, you know, blah, blah, whatever. You have to pay this. And I'm like, screw it, man, I'll pay it. Whatever. I just gave him $100.
Absolute bullshit.
Premier Parking is the parking situation in Nashville is freaking.
Here's my thing, anyways. Without any of us that work down there wouldn't be people pulling into their damn garages, anyways. So nobody that works downtown should have to pay parking.
No,
we
man,
already don't.
There. I mean, and dude, God, bless y'all's hearts. Like the people that come here for events and CMA Fest and like come to a Morgan Wallen concert or a Titans football game. You're paying probably $40-$50 to park. It's freaking stupid. Like, it's nuts, man.
And they raise it up too.
Yeah, they raise. It's not always that much,
Like,
but dude, you get an event in town, dude. It's crazy, man.
If there's like a huge concert or something at Nissan or Bridge, like where, let's say it's Nissan, all of them parking garages on 3rd Avenue. That's usually fairly like close to the
20,
fucking bridge to go across.
They're usually like on a random Monday, they're $25 a day.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden on that weekend or on that day when that concert
50.
is, they're $50 for 5 hours or whatever.
That's so stupid.
Or it's
man.
like anything less than 2 hours will be like $10, and then after 2 hours it's 50. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep, it's wild, man. That Nashville's parking situation is bogus, dude.
And then what are you gonna do? You're not gonna go anywhere for 2 hours in Nashville. Like,
I mean, a lot of the bars down there don't have like stuff worked out with the parking people. I mean, the first place that we played, that we don't mention their name, they didn't have anything worked out, so we had to park and walk, or we'd rent those we'd get drunk and rent those little damn scooters.
Yeah.
And ride those back. But I mean, thankfully the place, TC takes pretty good care of us on that.
When we played there, the hotel helped us.
Yeah,
not
they did.
even the place we played.
Yeah, the hotel will be like, you guys play, like, hey, well, we'll cut you a deal if you pay us. And instead of giving the money, I don't know if we should tell this or not, but I don't think they do it anymore. And
no,
I think
they don't.
all the guys are different, but all the guys that work there, they'd be like, hey, you pay me this and I'll park your car. And they put that straight in their pocket.
It was $7. They charged us $7, and we'd always tip them, but they valeted at the Renaissance Hotel.
Yeah, they put that right in their pocket. Boy.
We would just pull up to valet and get our guitars out and give them our keys, and they'd pull it over to the library for us and park it in the Renaissance parking spots.
Yeah,
and we just throw them $10, $15.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
I mean, it was cheaper than $25.
Yeah, and we knew them all. We got to be friends with all of them.
Buddies with all of them, man. I remember
it was fun.
I'd come down there, and like if I get drunk and have to Uber home or something, I'd walk back up there and get my Uber, and I'd be like, dude, it's like, can I leave my car here? And they're like, man, I'm like, I'll give you an extra 20, and they're like, all right, you can leave it here. Don't worry about it. Come back and get it tomorrow, though. I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. So we got Wallens open this week. Did you see the shit about the sign?
I don't. What's the deal? So you have to get your signs approved?
Because what is it called?
I didn't know you have to get them approved.
Aerial encroachment, I think.
Aerial encroachment or whatever.
I don't know, something like encroachment, whatever the fuck it is.
So does this only account for like the sign that hangs over the sidewalk? That's what he's wanting?
Yeah. Because it sticks out. Basically.
So if it sticks out, if it protrudes from the building.
Yep.
Okay.
And so they have to get that approved because it comes into city space.
So if he just spray painted Morgan Wallen on the side of it, they couldn't do anything. But
no.
that was the whole thing, is they didn't want his name.
It says Morgan on the side of it, but I think it's the side, because you can't see the side against Dirks.
No.
So I think it's the side facing the alley toward the Ryman. So like nobody sees that anyways.
Yeah.
So when I turned off Broadway onto 3rd yesterday, or onto 4th, like on foot, I was walking.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. Like there's nothing there that says Morgan Wallens. It's crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
So if you don't know where it's at, like you ain't gonna see it. It's already hidden around the corner,
Yeah.
It's right in between the Ryman and Dirks's. So
I don't know. Say what you want to about Morgan Wallen. He brought in a bunch of money when he came to town. He sold out Nissan Stadium, 2 nights in a row? Give the man a sign.
Yeah. Well, then something happened with the liquor license or beer license. They couldn't get that finished.
I'm sure that had something to do with the city, too.
That had, they...
It's open now, and it's freaking slam-packed, boy, from what I've been seeing.
They all said that he was a racist and put on a bad image for the town, and,
They had his concert there. They let him have his concert at Nissan. They took all the money.
Yeah,
that came from that.
Right.
He sold that sucker out 2 nights in a row.
Wonder how much money them councilmen made from.
Yeah, dude, it was packed downtown. I played that whole weekend. It was.
They didn't.
I was an hour late to one of my gigs because I couldn't get downtown. There were so many people and all the roads were closed. I couldn't get to my gig.
Yeah, I know. I was here. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Well, like Laney's, see the difference with Wallens was the fact that they built that building from scratch. It was literally, like we just said, it was a parking lot, and I guess bought the parking lot. Had to have.
It was a parking lot. It was a little bitty parking lot.
It was a little
too.
bitty parking lot.
It was right behind Dirk's Bentley's. You wouldn't have thought nothing about it, honestly.
So that building didn't have beer license, liquor license, anything. It wasn't already done. To where Delaney's, they basically took down FGL, repainted some shit, put some rhinestones up, changed the sign that was already on it, Delaney, and let her eat. And
I remember when Luke's was a damn tattoo shop. You remember that?
yeah, it was a bank.
It was a sketchy ass tattoo shop.
It was a bank, and then it was a boot store, and then it was a tattoo shop. I think.
I don't remember it being a bank. Was that before our time? I mean, I know it was a bank
No,
because
it
it
was
says
a
bank on it.
It was way before
And then
us.
did you remember the boot store?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. I remembered it being a tattoo shop, and I was like, ugh, we don't want to get a tattoo in there.
I got a tattoo on Broadway one night.
Did you?
This one. Not all of it. I got the guitar outline.
On Broadway?
On Broadway. Drunker and shit.
Good decisions.
I was with Beth and Bill.
No. Oh, she told me that
from
story.
KC. Yeah.
She said, I've always wanted to get a tattoo.
I think this was the
I
night.
hadn't got one
So they got a.
down there.
I should not say this because nobody knows this except for them.
I say it anyway.
They every time they see me, they're like, "You gonna get monkey drunk tonight? Monkey drunk? You been monkey drunk lately?"
What?
That's what they call it. Cause I guess, not I guess, I know, I remember it. I was tore up, buddy, and I played, and then we went out partying, and it was me and Jesse and Beth and Bill.
Yeah.
And
shout out Jesse Rose.
This was where Raising Cane's is going in the corner.
Yeah.
Where FedEx used to be.
Oh, I remember when that was a tattoo shop.
There was a tattoo shop upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had a great damn idea to go up there, and
That's
I was
amazing.
like, fuck it, I'll get a tattoo. Dude, that hurt so bad, too.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think that motherfucker knew what he was doing at all. Dude, it literally felt like he was cutting my arm off. And I got a tattoo. Like, it shouldn't feel like that. Bro, it hurt. Like, bad. I mean, I didn't puss out or nothing.
God.
But and we walked out of there, I was like, I'm fucking drunk. And that hurt bad. Shit, I mean, I shouldn't even have felt it.
Where'd Monkey Drunk come from?
So Monkey Drunk came from after the tattoo. We continued partying.
Nice.
With my arm all fucking wrapped up and bleeding. And we get home. Jesse drives me home that night. And I lived in Madison, in town, houses 10 feet from each other.
Yeah.
And I jump out of the passenger seat of that car, and I probably had 25 yards from the car to the front door. Buddy, by the time I got to the front porch, I was butt-ass naked. Butt-ass naked. I think Jesse took a video of me or something. I don't know, but
oh my God.
And so they said I was monkey drunk, and then it just kind of stuck. That was wild as shit, buddy.
Oh my God. Dang it, boy.
Dude, we got some damn stories about getting drunk on Broadway.
We've done it a lot.
I'm telling you guys, I've traveled a lot. I've been a lot of places, and I've played a lot of bars, and I've been drunk in a lot of towns. There ain't nowhere on this planet.
People don't get that drunk anywhere else.
There ain't nowhere on this planet that you get as drunk as you do on Broadway. I don't know.
People get stupid. But, I mean, I've done it. And you get to the point where you should be falling over, but you're not.
I know.
You just keep walking around.
But, dude, I'll tell you, I've always had a theory about this. And
I don't know if it's the atmosphere.
I want to look this up because I'm serious. I have been downtown and, like, walking the street or something in, like, in a normal setting where it's not, like, crazy freaking loud kick drum beating your chest out and been like, damn, I'm pretty drunk.
And you go into the bar and
then
you're
you
like,
go
fine.
Then you go into the bar. No, that's the complete opposite for me.
Oh, really?
Then you go into the bar and the loud noise and the kick drum and the snare drum, and it'll just like, then I'm like, whoa, what the like, I need to go home now.
Yeah. Mine's like, if you're in the bar and you're drinking, I'll be like, man, I'm fine. And then you're like, all right, let's go to another bar. And then you walk out of the bar, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
crap.
know.
That ain't good.
I don't know, but there's nowhere on this planet that's as dangerous as Broadway when it comes to getting
It
drunk,
happens.
man.
Well,
I
we've
mean,
seen some stuff down there.
Can we tell the story about Parker and Niall?
What'd they do? Which one?
Remember when Niall busted out the window? Or was it
That was Niall.
was it Niall?
I don't know. He probably won't care.
No, he won't give a
He
shit.
won't care. So I used to play with these two guys back when I first moved to town, when we played at the bar that we won't talk about.
This was all part of our group back then.
Yeah, we were all buddies.
Wilder and shit.
Parker. Well, I won't say their whole names. So we'll just call him Parker now. But I was a third in their trio, and I played with them all the time. And we had played 6 to 10, and them two, man, they had done it. They had done it good that night, buddy. They were on one.
They always were on one.
Yeah.
Like when I moved here, Parker and Niall were like the veterans of that circuit, kind of. Like they'd been there
longer than anybody.
They'd been there like 3 or 4 or 5 years already at that point in time.
Well,
we were all like new to town.
It was Parker, Niall, and Metro Cell.
Who's
wrote for Garth and opened up for Garth since
then.
then.
He's opening for Garth.
He left to go open up for Garth, and then John goes, "Hey, do you want to play with him too?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to play with him too. It's an awesome shift." Dude, I did not know what I was getting into because I didn't really. I mean, I learned to party hanging out with those guys, but I didn't. You know what I mean? But dude, they were on one this night. So me and Niall, I think it was a Saturday night, and then me and Niall had to play 2 to 6 the next day with our buddy Jordan.
Yeah.
So I show up to the gig, and I see Jordan. I'm feeling a little rough, but I'm all right. I'm like, "Hey, buddy." I was like, "Yeah, man, we had a good one last night." And he's like, "All right." He's like, "We're going to do it again today." And I was like, "All right, buddy, whatever." But Niall comes in. Dude, he just comes walking up the stairs with just this look of just shame, like all over his face. I'm like, what is he doing? He had a toboggan on. Like, it's kind of fall time. He just like looked like he'd been through it, man. Like he looked like he didn't get ready for the gig. He just threw a toboggan on, like left, and his hands all wrapped up. And he gets up there and he goes, "Guys," and I was like, "What, buddy?" And he goes, "If it's okay with you guys, I don't think I'm gonna play today." And we're like, "What?" And he goes,
come all the way to the gig.
"Yeah," and he goes, "I'm just gonna sit out here and drink. I'm so hungover that I just need to drink again because I can't. If it's okay, can I just set my guitar up and then you guys tell our boss that I played? I just can't play today. I'm just gonna sit out here and drink." We're like, "Now what happened, buddy?" And he goes, "Well, I left the gig." So him and Parker were roommates.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I go home. I Uber home. Parker wasn't there. And I needed to get into the house, and the door was locked, and I didn't have my key." And and he's like, and Parker was, and now it's telling me this story now. And he's like, "Parker was forever away, and he wasn't going to let me in." And he goes, I didn't know what to do, so I just, and he unwraps his hand, and dude, it is cut to like hell and back. And he goes, "I just punched the glass out in the door and just unlocked the door." And I'm like, "No!" I was like, "Dude, did you go to the hospital?" His hand is like bad. And he's like, no, I didn't go, but I just tell our boss that I played today." And I'm like, "Okay." And dude, he sat out there and drank our whole show. So the next week, I talked to Parker, and I was like, "Dude," I said, "what happened with you and Niall?" And he goes, "Dude, that freaking idiot." And I said, "What?" And he said he couldn't get in and you weren't going to be home. I wasn't going to be home. I was 5 minutes down the road. He's on the phone with me, and I'm like, "Niall, I'm on my way. Don't do it." And he goes, "I'm going to do it." and Parker's like, "No." He said, "Next thing I know, I just heard your glass shatter." And I'm like, "Niall, why didn't you at least throw your guitar case through the glass and not punch it?" And he goes, "Oh, that would have been a great idea." And I was like, "You told me Parker was an hour away." Well, he might have been a little closer than that. I was pretty drunk.
Niall was known for this too.
Oh yeah.
I know he's done it with you. He's done it with me. He's done it with about everybody I know. He would be. We were playing at Rippy's.
I freaking love Niall's freaking awesome.
We
went kayaking and fishing, and I've had a bunch of adventures with Niall and Parker.
We were in the side room of.
He fall asleep.
Yeah, we were in the side room of Rippy's one day, and dude, it might have been me and Parker and Niall. It might have been Parker. It was Johnny Black. It was me and Niall and Johnny Black, and I think I was on the left, Johnny was in the middle, and Niall was on the right over there against the wall. And I play one, Johnny plays one, and it's just silent. And I look over, and Niall's like this, leaned up against the wall. Just zonked, dude. Just zonked. On a bar stool, arms on his guitar, leaned against the wall, just passed out, dude. Just done.
God.
Johnny goes, Niall. Yeah, buddy, I got you. And just like, didn't miss a beat, dude. Did not miss a beat at all.
Oh,
He
God.
did that. Dude, he would slump over on his
I've seen
guitar.
it.
He'd slump over on his guitar and just pass out
Come
in the
right
middle of
back.
a gig. And then you just be like, hey, Niall, it's your turn. Oh, all right, buddy. And just rip a freaking song. And it'd be like, what the hell, dude?
Dude, Niall's freaking awesome. He's a hell of a guitar player too, man. That dude could shred.
Me and Trent one day, we were all hanging out on Broadway or whatever, and this is so funny. This is way before me and Jesse got together or anything like that. But Trent, what wasn't Paradise Park, the place where the axe throwing used to be?
Wasn't that Paradise?
No, it was like Sportsman's Club or something. There was like a little lounge bar area right inside the front door.
I know what you're talking about.
Somewhere down there.
Speaking of, boy, I miss Paradise Park and them cheeseburgers.
Dude, I can't even tell you. I was so drunk this night that I don't know where we were. I don't know the name of the bar. I just remember what it looked like in the general vicinity of the bar. And this is one of the funniest stories ever. And Trent comes up to me, and Trent goes, dude, this girl at the bar thinks you're cute, man. She really wants to talk to you. I'm like, who is it? She's right there. And he's like, dude, she's really pretty. You should go talk to her. I'm like, all right, whatever. Trent basically walks me up there. This girl's sitting in a bar stool at the bar. So Trent all but picked me up and put me on the bar stool beside this girl. And I sit down just like this, and I'm just looking at her, and she's just blah, 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 blah. Dude, she just started talking, dude. She just started talking, and I never said hi, bye, fuck you, nothing. I was just sitting there staring at her, and she talks for, which was probably 45 seconds, but it seemed like it was 20 minutes of this girl just blabbing at me. And I eventually stood up and walked out the door. I sat down and listened to this girl talk to me.
Did you even open your mouth?
Never fucking said anything. Never. I didn't even say hello, nothing. I didn't tell her my name. I just listened to her blab for a second. I was like, yeah, you talk too much. And I just walked out the door. So Trent comes running out the door. He's like, Justin, what the hell, dude? And I'm like, what? He's like, where you going? I was like, I'm going home. He's like, how the hell are you getting home? I said, I'm taking a scooter.
Oh, God.
At this time, I lived 30 minutes at least.
We have bird scooters in Nashville.
Minimum.
So you know,
I lived.
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah. I lived minimum 30, 35 minutes from downtown.
Down the interstate.
Straight down 40 West. Out past Bellevue.
You ain't getting there on a scooter, buddy.
No fucking way. Trent goes, Justin, you can't take a scooter home. Yeah, fucking can't. Watch me. He's like, no, here, I'll call you an Uber. Just hang on. So we're standing out on the sidewalk, and dude, I couldn't even stand up. I couldn't even pull the trigger on one of them scooters at this point. So he calls me an Uber, and this dumbass hands me one house key.
Yeah.
One little key. Takes it off his key ring.
He didn't put it on your ring or nothing.
He puts it in my pocket of my jeans.
You lost that immediately.
No, I didn't. He literally puts it in my jean pocket. And he's like, here, your Uber's here. I'm going to get you in this Uber. And back then, Uber drivers, I don't know about now. I haven't Ubered in years, but Uber drivers didn't give a shit. They just park in the middle of Broadway, and you had to walk through traffic to get to them.
You better get in, motherfucker, if you're going.
So he basically carried me out to this Uber, puts me in the back seat, and goes back in here with them girls. And I'm like, I'm sitting in the back seat drunker and shit, and this dude's trying to talk to me, and I can't understand. He's a Middle Eastern guy. I couldn't understand anything he was saying. He could have spoken perfect English, and I probably couldn't have understood this guy because I was that drunk.
At that point.
I was that drunk. So He pulls up to the house. He goes, "This your house?" Nope. "Yeah, this your house. This is your address. You know, you took me here." "Nah, buddy, it ain't my house." He's like, "Yes, it is. This is where we get out. This is where I drop you off at." Like, "Nah, man, that ain't my house." And I argued with this Uber driver for like 20 minutes, dude. I mean, this dude is pissed. He's screaming at me, telling me that this is my house. And I'm like, "No, it's not my house. I ain't getting out here. I don't know these people."
Or was it Trent's?
Finally, I'm like, "Fuck, I'm going to Trent's house. See you, buddy." And I just jump out of the car.
Had you been to Trent's house before?
One time. So this is what makes this so much funnier. I've been to Trent's one time, and it's all these duplexes. So
They all look the same.
if Trent's car is not in the driveway, I don't know which one's his.
Yeah.
I mean, they are identical, like 30 of them in a row. And I get out of this Uber, and I go to the door, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got that key, you know?" And I get to the door, and I'm trying to put the key in the door. What time we got there? Okay.
Nice.
So I'm trying to get the key in the door, and the key won't go in the door. And I'm like, "What in the hell?" And I have no idea how long I stood there trying to get in this door. And eventually, then that hits me, and I'm like, I might be at the wrong house. So I go next door. Boom, key goes in the door. I'm like,
Nailed it.
nailed it. So then I get in the door, and it's dark as hell. Like, there's not a freaking light in this whole house on. And I'm like feeling my way around, trying to find a light switch. Can't find a light switch. Find a couch, lay down, pass the fuck out. Done. I wake up the next morning, dude, and I am dying. My head is just pounding. I'm hurting bad. And I'm like, fuck, what time is it? Holy shit. I had to play at 10 a.m.
Oh, God.
I wake up and I find my phone. Luckily, I didn't lose that. I find my phone, it's dead. There ain't, this is a bachelor's house. He ain't got
no
a
clock.
He don't even own a damn clock. He's got an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Can't find a clock. Have no idea what time it is. And he's got 2 roommates that are both guys that I have never met in my whole life. And all 3 of their bedrooms are straight up the stairs and down this hallway. There's 1 bathroom and 3 other doors. And it's all of their bedrooms. And I'm like,
Which one's Trent's?
fuck, dude. I'm like, I got to do something. I got to go in one of these rooms and hope that it's Trent because I need help. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get to my gig. I don't know. I don't even know if I've missed my gig. I don't know. So I'm like, I've been here one time. I think it's that door. And I was right. I opened the door and I see Trent's little bald head over there curled up. And I'm like, okay, he's by himself. He might have clothes on. Let's go. So I go in there and I'm like, Trent. Nothing. I'm like, Trent. Dude, this motherfucker comes out. Whew. I mean, I literally felt the air go by my nose, dude. I mean, if you ever have to wake Trent up, grab him by the foot or something because he comes up swinging every single time.
Oh, God.
And, dude, he almost knocked me out. And I'm like, Trent, it's me, dude. It's me. What fucking time is it? And he's like, the what? I'm like, I got to play at 10 a.m. And he's like, oh, shit. So he rolls over and grabs his phone. It was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm like, dude, you got to take me downtown. So he got up and got dressed, and we went to Walmart, and I had to buy a new T-shirt and a toothbrush and some toothpaste. And then I showed up to Rippy's to play that morning gig with Royal and Landon, and I went to the bathroom and had to brush my teeth in the bathroom and change my shirt, get up there and play a gig.
Oh, God.
Well, that Uber driver, this your house? Nah, it ain't my house.
Boy, we were all idiots, man. God almighty. The stuff we did. The stuff you do when you move to Nashville when you're 21.
Bruh.
You know?
We had a good time, though, man.
We did, man. It was fun.
Did a lot of shit most people probably have never done ever.
Yeah, I mean, freaking, it's been fun.
Wheeler lives here, I guess, but
Yeah.
if I didn't live here and I had a kid, they would not move to Nashville.
God, no.
Especially if I had a girl.
We were good.
No way I'd let her live here with all these country boys. Hell no.
We were all hoodlums though. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, that's a good stopping point. We talked
Yeah,
about
that's
CMA Fest.
It was a good story.
We got some Broadway stories out. I feel like we could do a year's worth of episodes just on that.
Dude.
Easily.
I don't know. Most of them we can't tell.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fact. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about a bunch of music and stuff here on the next coming up episodes because we ain't got no sports.
No.
Well,
There's
no
nothing
football.
There's nothing to shoot.
No football. We
Hunting
ain't got
season's
nothing to
out.
shoot. It's way too hot to fish in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
We could go catfishing at night, but God, it's been raining so much. The Cumberland's up. There's damn. If you've ever been on the Cumberland, you know you don't want to get on it after it rains. There'll be a whole freaking car floating down that thing.
Yeah. Me and Chris Vita went last year after it rained.
It's like a minefield.
We freaking found a dead buck floating down the river.
I bet.
A pretty good one too.
I bet you did.
We did.
I've seen all kind of crap floating down that river.
Dude, we were in Chris Vita's aluminum bass tracker. We're going like 30 mile an hour dodging trees and shit, man. Logs.
Oh, yeah.
But it's aluminum, whatever.
Yeah,
If
whatever. You'll be all right. As long as you don't take the foot off. You
We're
ain't
cruising.
Going, you ain't going fast enough to do that anyway.
We're cruising like 30 mile an hour, just bobbing and weaving, dude, coming down this river. And I seen something float by on my side, and I'm like, turn around. He's like, what? And I'm like, turn around. And we find it again, and it was a deer. And my redneck ass, its head was under the water. All you could see was its mid body. All its legs and head was under the water. I reached down and pulled its head up, and there was a freaking buck. And I'm like, holy
Dang.
shit.
That's awesome.
So that's how CWD spreads.
Yeah, probably. You probably have it now. You're going to be the first human case.
No, humans can't. But, all right, man. Well, we're going to jump off here.
Yep.
Tyler Barron. My name's Justin Bryan.
Justin's got new music coming out in June.
I do. Yep, we just talked about that.
Be looking for that.
On the last episode. I got hopefully an album coming out this year. Got a couple singles coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna drop one this year too at some point, ain't you?
Yeah, I got 2 or 3 I want to put out. I just got to get in and record them.
There you go. That's expensive, boy.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Just save your pennies.
You're telling me, buddy.
All right, guys. Y'all be safe.
Don't do nothing we wouldn't do.
That's not a whole lot, but try not to. See you guys later.